Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And the pass is intercepted. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Doku played into space. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Doku. Haaland. Barella. Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Well, that pass isn't the best. Played back. Tries to play it through. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Doku. Doku venturing down the left.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's a really well-measured ball. Thuram gets into a good position. Cross flung in towards the middle. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rodri. And Guardiol. Approaching the half-hour mark. Semenyo. That's a cute ball. Akanji cuts out the pass. Carlos Augusto. Not the most accurate pass. Semenyo. And here's Marmoush. Mkhitaryan. And here's Haaland. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
That is a brilliant interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Barella with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Has a look and plays it forward. Just eases him off the ball. Doku. That is good alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. Now he's got space here. Bastoni deals with that comfortably.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Haaland.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And a quick reminder today.
See your views on the first half?
Sure
well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nice looking ball. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Marmoush. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Shifted it to the flank. Plays it across. Oh, that's a fine interception. Semenyo. Now it's Doku. And now the breakaway. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Carlos Augusto. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well played. Inter Milan with the corner, there first. That's good defending, very good defending. And now a sudden chance to counter. Going to be disappointed with that. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Marmoush, pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? And he is dashing away.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Mkhitaryan being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Çalhanoğlu, well timed, excellent interception. Matheus Nunes. Gehi. Carlos Augusto. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Haaland. Semenyo. Darmian promptly onto that, and that is that. And Inter now could counter-attack. Can he get it through? Semenyo. Doku. That's an imaginative pass. Good read, needed to be.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's the chance to counter. This is it then, now or never. Çalhanoğlu. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Gehi. And Savinho. Now it's Foden. Bernardo Silva. Well, played right into his path. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Bernardo Silva. Barella.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Substitution in progress.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now the delivery.
A think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That pass has been well intercepted. Carlos Augusto. Oh, can he get onto this? Savinho. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We are just getting started. Now it's Thuram. Now, can they get him away? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thinks one through. He's had it taken off him. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Mom, shot a goal! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he was alert to it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Vardiol.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's looking wide. Semenyo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Martinez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, what a ball!
Manchester couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicely spread. Now it's Semenyo. Marmouche. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Mkhitaryan. Martinez. Carlos Augusto. Knocks it into space. Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Semenyo. Now Foden. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Sommer claims it. Safe hands. Chance here to counter. Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Barella. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rodri. Doku. Marmouche. Oh, good ball! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Well, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. Marmouche, and here's Foden. Now the ball's gone astray. Can he finish? Superb goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Inter Milan with a chance to get level. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Inter Milan go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And we get things going again.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Thuram going forward. Real chance! And no mistake. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defence.
A header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a sharp pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Akanji makes the interception. Bastoni. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Mkhitaryan being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Looking here to chip it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So what can they make of this? Foden. It's a good spell of possession, this. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Some really good ball movement. 60 minutes played. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Doku. Well, that pass isn't the best. Haaland. And here's Foden. And here's the chance to counter. Mkhitaryan. Semenyo. That's a little off target. Doku. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Carlos Augusto. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. Here's Doku. Rodri. Reinders. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shot, surely! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22.
And we have our very first corner.
Numero 7.
Cherky plays it short. He slings it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Acerbi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but...
Haaland! And that's a sharp finish. Into the lead once more. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10, numero 20, numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 94.
And that's it.
Il numero 16.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Signore e signori,